dear Bytecoin enthusiasts, welcome back to BytecoinGuru, your ultimate Bytecoin go-to. What we're going to be talking about today is very important. Not a lot of people focus on gaining knowledge when the price is low. So I think right now is the perfect time to gain more knowledge and be more well-rounded on the very thing that you're passionate about. So let's talk about Bytecoin and money and the topic of money. We're going to dive right in, and because this is a very touchy topic, okay, I want to start off with saying that nothing that I say should be taken for granted and as if it's written in stone. Always do your research. What BytecoinGuru is here to do is share perspective and cover the world's first private and untraceable cryptocurrency. So I'll share with you my perspective on how I see things, but I definitely need you to do your own research as well. That way you gain the full benefit. First, we're going to have to define the terms, okay? That is important because a lot of people seem to get them mixed up. Clearing up the terms themselves will help us stay away from certain emotions that are associated with those particular words. The three words that I have in mind are value, cost, and price. Those three are very important because they might sound similar, but they're not the same. So let's take a look. First, we're going to start with cost because in a natural sense, that is the first thing that happens. Defining costs. Webster Dictionary defines costs as the outlay or expenditure as of effort or sacrifice made to achieve an object. So for some cryptocurrencies, proof of work is an algorithm that actually requires computational power in order to obtain the digital asset. So in a way, that is the true cost. And in the case of Bytecoin, the amount of power exerted by a machine in order to mine it or obtain BCN is the cost. How much does it cost you to obtain one? Not just to buy, because you're buying it from someone who has it. Well, how did he get it? We're going to look at cost, and the ultimate true cost is that. Now, of course, with different cryptocurrencies and the way that they're obtained, it's different. But in case for Bytecoin, proof of work is the algorithm. Next, we're going to define price. Price might seem very similar to the word cost, but in fact, price in itself can include multiple costs. Price, defined by Webster Dictionary, is the amount of money given or set as consideration for the sale of a specified thing. So you agreed that this costs that much, this is worth that much, so you're gonna spend that much. And so the two parties agree and ultimately make the transaction. So the amount of money given. As previously mentioned, being aware of different mediums of exchange money, such as precious metals, and how they work could help us better understand what we're paying for when it comes to buying just anything in general. And why do I make the example of precious metals? For example, silver. It has to be mined, processed, refined, minted, and then ultimately sold. And these are just a couple of the steps. And all of these processes take time and money. Ultimately, for you to be able to purchase a whole ounce of 0.999 pure silver for the price of $15 US. So a lot goes into the process of silver. A lot is lost in the mining process. Then you have to pay all of the different industries just for you to get such a precious metal that has been used for thousands of years for $15? That puts things into perspective. So keep that in mind whenever you're tackling any type of money. Now that we have price, we're going to take a look at the third, and I think in my opinion, the most valuable and most important. What is value? Well, value by Webster Dictionary is defined as the monetary worth of something. And also by dictionary.com is defined as the monetary or material worth, as in commerce or trade. In my opinion, the second definition makes a little bit more sense because it broadens the definition. Value is in anything. What if a country doesn't deal with money? What kind of material worth can you put to that? So things are considered valuable if they have material or monetary worth. Monetary worth, you say. But what gives money its worth? What brings the medium of exchange its worth? Why would you trade pieces of paper for a television? Are those pieces of paper going to produce the same type of entertainment as a television set? So that must mean that that piece of paper is worth something, okay? Since Bitcoin is a medium of exchange, aka money, we need to know why a cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin holds any type of value. BytecoinGuru sees a couple of things. Let's go over a couple. Limited supply. The fact that there is only 184,470,000,000 of them, and no more can be produced or minted or mined, that creates a sense of scarcity. And BytecoinGuru, knowing that some people are irresponsible, some of these coins might be lost because people lost their passwords. So that's one. Security features. That is a big thing whenever you're talking to financial well-being, is having your finances and wealth secure. Bitcoin is a pretty secure cryptocurrency. Digital and relevant technology. Like we talked about, cryptocurrencies might be the new kid on the block as far as medium of exchange, just because of the fact that we're in a digital age. Not to talk about the instant transaction capability that Bitcoin has and the overall convenience of cryptocurrencies in general. So these four things poke a big finger at certain current systems, which is interesting to see unfold. So these are just a few, not to go too deep into it. So now that we know what cost, price, and value is, and we have defined the terms, we can not necessarily worry so much when we see prices on the market drop, because we know what it costs and we also know the value of it. Now, next thing to cover would be defining money. So stay tuned and I'll catch you on the next one.